So I got an 87 Jeep Comanche with a 2.5, and I was gonna turbo it. I was thinking about maybe putting this turbo on, but then I was like, oh, kind of want a bigger turbo, so then I ordered a way bigger turbo, and then yeah, we down the rabbit hole. Now we're putting a 4.0 in it too. Different year, so we're probably gonna do a full harness swap and probably a dash swap and a full dash harness too. But step one, radiator junk, but got a 4.0 radiator. Replace it in here. So I'll take the radiator out while I take some of this stuff out. All right, now we're gonna, I think these come off, and then we'll have to see how the 4.0 one fits in there. Oh, I'm missing a mount. But yeah, it looks like there's gonna be a hole there and a hole there for it, and then probably this one and this one. We'll see. Oof. I hope the intercooler fits in front of it, because remember, we're turboing it. And then if we take these plates out, maybe there'll be room for the intercooler pipe, and that'd be sweet. So yeah, I don't have the rubbers that go in there, so it's gonna say higher, but there, I was right, the nut's gonna go there, and then I'm missing that mount, but look, that one's gonna line up too. And then also, doesn't matter if you're just doing a 4.0 swap or if you're turboing it too. Looks like the intercooler didn't come in the mail yet, but it looks like there should be just enough room, hopefully, to run that. But yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to run the piping now. Ooh, that's gonna be tricky. Yep, but thinking about pulling the motor to place this in, just to test fit, so I can make the exhaust. I got these, and then I also have these two, and then we'll see if there's more room to run the turbo on the passenger side or the driver's side. But yeah, it's gonna be tight, I think. And then also might take the bench seat out, put some Subaru seats in. I'm gonna take that air box out and yeah, see what kind of room we're working with. So I was taking out the washer fluid and what I assumed was the coolant. Well, this is washer fluid. I was like, oh, no pump. Like, was the rate? Oh, that's coolant. Yeah, there's not coolant in there. And then this is the washer fluid at the pump. Yeah, there's coolant in there. No wonder it smeared so bad. Well, we'll see what we're doing next. Well, right now I'm going to take some accessories off. Try to get some weight off of this thing. Because, yeah. So I pulled that out, and then I guess I might take the heater core hoses off or something. Since there's no coolant in it, and I don't plan on putting coolant in it with this motor in it. Closer to pulling it, I guess. So I took the 2.5 out. And I got tired, but I placed the 4.0 in after. Didn't fit, realized the transmission is different. So I got an AX15 now. And then the transfer case is different. But I'm getting a transfer case for this. And yeah, I'm going to get a full harness swap from an 01. All the engine harness, the computer, and then the interior harness or body harness, and maybe do a dash swap, but I kind of maybe want to keep the 87 dash, but maybe a different color. But stuff's been coming in. Got the front mount intercooler kit, then we got the oil feed and return stuff, and then I already had this. Might try to use this, might get a different one. I already had that too. And then not using that 4.0, going to get a different one. And I'm gonna pull this out, put the AX15 and the 4.0 in, and then start making the exhaust. Which I think I'm gonna do it on the driver's side. Maybe something like, I want it to come down and then wrap back around and then come out over here. And then turbo sits here, and then the downpipe goes down. And the turbo is coming in tomorrow, but way bigger than this one. But then the turbo should be sitting like right here. Oh, and then also got some heat wrap for the turbo manifold, and then I'm going to heat tape the intake because that's a heat soak issue. But I was thinking of maybe using this one, cut it here and here, hold them back on backwards so they start to come this way, and then I got more to work with. TIG weld, of course. Alright, so just got the Another 4.0 here. It was really hard getting it in there by hand. But yeah. Alright, so I wasn't recording because it's gonna snow outside soon, and we were in a time crunch figuring out what we need from Jeeps that are in field, so we're just pulling all that. But got a different transmission, got an AX15 because that was different. Getting a different transfer case tonight. Got to get different frame horns for the engine mounts, because yeah, and then I'm gonna get solid engine mounts, so there's less moving because it's gonna be tight. And then yeah, I gotta get a transmission mount that's different. And then yeah, I got the wiring. Here's half of it from an old one. And then here's some of the inside for the old one, and then I'm gonna get the other half of the old one wiring, and then I'm gonna get a 90s dash and that wiring and try to convert it in. So we'll have an 87 Comanche with a 01 wiring harness and intake manifold, and an 80s block, 87 block with a 01 head, and then we need different clutch master, slave, and the lines. And we still need a clutch and a flywheel. But this is where we're at. Just got to get it mounted so we can start making stuff. But yeah. I don't know if the video ends here or not, but now we're going to pull engine, transmission, and transfer case out of a different Jeep because we need the frame horns, the mounts, and I'm getting the transfer case because that's different too. So right now as we sit, we got the intercooler piping. We have an intercooler. We got a turbo. Oh, big turbo. And then we have oil lines and stuff, and heat wrap, and fuel pressure regulator, fuel rail, wastegate. We got a turbo blanket. Yeah. Next video we're putting these on and motor mounts so this can sit in here. And then we're gonna start making the exhaust and have a 92 dash that we're gonna wire into the 01 harness. And then I also have got a shifter for the AX15 transmission. Yeah, should be fun. Yeah, it's gonna look great with that turbo blanket. All right, we got these now. Oh, look at that, it even lines up perfect. So we're gonna put these in, and then I got tranny mounts coming for tomorrow, but I probably still don't have all the stuff to mount the tranny. But yeah, step one. Okay, we're gonna put these in. Next video.